For years, I thought budgeting was the answer to better finances. If I could just track every expense, stay within my spending limits, and save a little more each month, everything would fall into place. But something wasn't adding up. I was budgeting, I was tracking, I was planning, yet I still felt overwhelmed, stressed, and like I was constantly playing catch up. Then I realized the problem. I wasn't managing my money, I was managing transactions. I was so focused on individual expenses that I completely ignored the bigger picture of personal finance management and daily operations. And that realization changed everything. I was focused on the wrong thing. Every month, I reviewed my spending categories: groceries, gas, entertainment, utilities. I knew exactly where my money was going, but I wasn't asking bigger questions. Was my lifestyle sustainable? Were my daily habits helping or hurting me? Was my time being used effectively? Were my finance decisions aligned with my long term goals? Was I creating systems that made life easier? Or was I simply reacting to whatever happened each day? The more I thought about it, the more I realized that budgeting had become my financial comfort zone. I was measuring activity instead of effectiveness. Money is only one part of the system. What finally clicked for me was this: money doesn't operate by itself, money is connected to everything else. Your habits affect your finances, your schedule affects your finances, your health affects your finances, your organization affects your finances, your decision making affects your finances. If you're constantly late, disorganized, stressed, and operating without a plan, eventually your finances reflect that also. I discovered that many of my money problems weren't really money problems, they were operational problems. Poor planning, last minute decisions, lack of preparation, not having systems in place. And those issues were costing me money every single month. The hidden costs of poor operations. When I failed to plan meals, I spent more eating out. When I didn't manage my schedule well, I wasted time and money. When I procrastinated on tasks, small problems became expensive ones. When I wasn't organized, I missed opportunities. The issue wasn't that I needed a better budget. The issue was that I needed better systems, better routines, better planning, better execution. In other words, I needed to manage my life more effectively, not just my money. What I started doing differently. Instead of only reviewing my budget, I started reviewing my overall operations. I looked at how I was spending my time. I examined my routines. I created systems for recurring tasks. I planned ahead more often. I simplified decisions. I focused on reducing chaos, and something interesting happened. My finances improved naturally, not because I found a magical budget method, but because my overall management improved. The better my systems became, the fewer financial mistakes I made. The bigger picture. Today, I still budget, but budgeting is no longer the center of my financial strategy. It's one tool among many. The bigger goal is managing my resources effectively. And resources aren't just money, they're time, energy, attention. skills, relationships, and opportunities. When you manage all of those well, your finances usually improve as a result. Now, in conclusion, looking back, I wasn't budgeting wrong because my numbers were wrong. I was budgeting wrong because I thought budgeting was the entire game. It's not. Budgeting is just one piece of the personal management. The real challenge is budgeting a life that operates efficiently and supports your goals. Once I started focusing on the bigger picture, my habits, systems, routines, and overall management, my finances became easier to manage too. Because good financial management starts with good personal management. And that's the lesson I wish I had learned years ago.